actually crazy is this carnivore way of eating puts your body into ketosis. Cancer cells cannot survive on ketones. It's actually going to probably help you get over cancer, aside from all the poison toxins that make you so sick in the hospital.
If you guys have seen my videos in the past, you know that I'm a fan of including high-quality animal products into your diet because they're extremely nutrient-dense. However, telling people that eating a carnivore diet will reverse their cancer and not to eat any of the food in the hospital is downright dangerous. Cancer is just a blanket term for a lot of different diseases, which all have one thing in common, the fact that the cells are rapidly duplicating and unable to stop. And the tumor that develops is simply just a mass of cells that continue to multiply despite not having an actual reason. Another trademark feature of cancer cells is the fact that they uptake fuel out of the bloodstream at an extremely elevated rate. This includes amino acids, fatty acids, and glucose. And the thought around ketosis for cancer patients is the fact that many cancers are unable to utilize ketones. Therefore, if we are in a state of ketosis in which we are producing ketones, the healthy cells that are able to uptake ketones will continue to uptake ketones, while the cancerous cells that are unable to uptake the ketones will begin to die off. With that being said, anyone who has done research around ketosis and cancer, or anyone that's put it into practice themselves, understands that not all cancer cells respond well to ketosis, and some cancer cells can actually thrive in a state of ketosis. And some studies actually demonstrate that in a state of nutritional deprivation, in which we are not supplying the body with adequate glucose, some cancer cells are able to begin to uptake these ketones and use them for fuel. Another issue of this video is that this influencer is confusing therapeutic ketosis with nutritional ketosis. The diet to get into therapeutic ketosis, in which you are producing a lot of ketones, requires your diet to consist of approximately 85 or more % of your calories coming from fat. If you're eating a carnivore diet, you're likely relying on meat, and even the fattiest cut of ground beef, which would be 70-30 ground beef. Only about 60% of the calories that you're consuming are going to be coming from fat, and it has about 37% protein. And the problem with this is that when we ingest a high protein diet, such as the carnivore diet, the additional protein that is not utilized for protein synthesis is simply converted into glucose inside of our liver, which just ends up, again, serving as a fuel source for cancer cells. And probably even more importantly is some cancer cells actually thrive off of amino acids, which are in animal protein. For most cancers, it's recommended to restrict dietary glycine, serine, leucine, glutamine, asparagine, and methionine, all of which are amino acids found in abundance in animal products. So for many cancers, a carnivore diet may actually make the condition worse, because a lot of cancers have a very increased uptake of amino acids, and they use these amino acids for fuel. And the final thing I'll mention is that many cancer patients struggle with what is called cancer cachexia. And this is the rapid loss in body weight due to the inability to get in adequate nutrients. And a carnivore diet is extremely satiating, which could worsen cancer cachexia in certain patients because they are simply too satiated to get in proper nutrition. And the trash served at hospitals that this individual was talking about is the fact that hospitals who have a lot of cancer patients oftentimes will serve their patients high-calorie and high-carbohydrate foods. Because again, many patients suffer with the rapid loss of weight, and these high-calorie foods allow them to maintain enough body weight so that they can survive whatever therapy they're going through, and so that they do not die early. Additionally, many cancer patients are simply unable to reverse the condition. And these trash foods in the hospital are typically going to be comfort foods for a lot of patients. And some patients simply just want to eat the foods that they enjoy to comfort themselves in the face of such a tragic diagnosis. And I'm not going to end this video by promoting my coaching like I normally do. Instead, I'm going to simply ask that we do better and not make such bold claims around life-threatening diseases that we still do not fully understand.